and welcome. You're watching Deep Dive by NewsX and I'm Megha Sharma. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Bastar Olympics 2025. Aiming to integrate talented youth and local communities into the mainstream, the Bastar Olympics 2025 is the second edition of this annual sporting event organized by the Chhattisgarh government in the Bastar division, which is a tribal-dominated region in Chhattisgarh. It featured 11 disciplines: archery, athletics, kabaddi, badminton, football, hockey, karate, weightlifting, kho-kho, volleyball and tug-of-war. The event was held in phases: block level, district level and divisional level finals from 25th October to 30th November, with the divisional finals taking place from 11th to 13th of December in Jagdalpur. The Bastar Olympics is an annual initiative organized by the Chhattisgarh Sports and Youth Welfare Department that provides an inclusive platform for youth, including victims of the Maoist violence, to showcase their sporting talent and contribute to positive social change. The presence of the thousands of spectators made the event historic. The most proud moment of the Bastar Olympics came when Chief Minister Vishnu Dev Sai lit the Bastar Olympic torch from the stage. The torch was handed over to Vijay Dodi, a kabaddi player, and Saloni Kawachi, a kho-kho player from the remote region of Purvarti in Sukma district. Both these players circled the ground with full energy and pride and took the torch to the main lighting point and lit the Bastar Olympic torch. The races of Vijay Dodi and Saloni Kawachi added an emotional edge to the event. It was a moment of immense pride for the Maoist-affected and remote areas of Sukma and Narayanpur as their athletes confidently ran in front of thousands of spectators. Registrations reached approximately 3.92 lakh participants, including over 2.27 lakh women, a significant increase from 1.67 lakh in 2024. Around 3,500 athletes competed in the divisional finals, representing the 7 districts: Bastar, Bijapur, Dantewada, Kanker, Kondagaon, Narayanpur and Sukma. A special Nuabat team, including surrendered Maoists and victims of Maoist violence, with over 500 rehabilitated former Maoists and hundreds of affected individuals participating directly at the divisional level. In the regional language of Bastar, Nuabat means a new path. Union Home Minister Amit Shah attended the closing ceremony. At the closing ceremony of Bastar Olympics, he said it is our pledge that the entire Bastar in India have to be made Maoist-free. Listen in.
जनता पार्टी की एनडीए सरकार के प्रधानमंत्री, हमारा ये संकल्प है कि समग्र बस्तर को और भारत भूमि को नक्सल मुक्त कराना, मगर यहां से रुकना नहीं है। मैं आज आप सब लोगों के सामने कहकर जाता हूं, कांकेर, कोंडागांव, बस्तर, सुकमा, बीजापुर, नारायणगढ़, नारायणपुर और दंतेवाड़ा, ये 7 जिलों का संभाग बस्तर 2030 दिसंबर तक देश का सबसे विकसित आदिवासी जिले बनेंगे तो मेरा बस्तर बनेगा।
Bastar, which is a mineral-rich forested region in southern Chhattisgarh, has been the epicenter of India's Maoist insurgency since the 1980s. The insurgency traces roots to the 1967 uprising in West Bengal, but expanded into Bastar as Maoist groups like the People's War Group and Maoist Communist Center established strongholds amongst tribal communities, citing exploitation and lack of development. The region saw widespread violence, displacement of thousands of Adivasis, school closures and recruitment of youth into armed cadre. Security operations, including controversial vigilante groups like Salwa Judum, countered the insurgency. Recent years have seen declining Maoist activities due to surrenders, encounters and development initiatives, with Bastar moving towards peace. Surrendered Maoists have actively participated, viewing the event as a path to normalcy. For instance, Lakshman Koram, he is from interior area of Kondagaon district. According to him, his family's situation was not good, so he never went to school. He didn't get any education. At the age of 16, he joined the Maoist organization and took up arms. Commander Vilas recruited him into the Maoist organization. Commander Vilas was one who trained him. They were told that they had to oppose the Bodh Ghat project. He said that this project would submerge 100 villages. Everyone had to unite. That's why he went to join the organization. Some other people went along with him. Some surrendered and some were killed in encounters. The situation has changed now. Police operations have increased. Then there is Masa alias Samir. He is from Bijapur district. He worked with the Maoist organization from 2007 to 2008 and surrendered his weapons this year in 2025. He worked with Maoist leaders and Central Committee members Ramdher Himda, Deva and other senior Maoists. He used to train newly recruited boys in the Maoist organization. The senior leaders would send them to training centers in different areas in Dhantekadya. They had to go there and provide training. He revealed that he was active in the Maoist organization for a long time, but now the current circumstances have changed. He says that he came to Jagdalpur with Satish and surrendered. He laid down his arms and he used to operate AK-47 and other rifles. He also worked with Hidma and Deva for a long time. There's another example of Kunwar Singh Kowachi. He is from Kanker district. He joined the Maoist organization when he was 16 years old. He studied up to 6th grade. He was a CYPC member in Company Number 5. The Naxal organization made him the in charge of the medical team. He worked with the organization for a long time. The government had placed a reward of 8 lakh rupees on his head. He revealed that life inside the organization was not good. And whenever the security forces entered the area, they had to run helter-skelter. He said that he has now surrendered his weapons and returned to the mainstream. He surrendered this year, and while he was in the Maoist organization, the Maoists forced him to undergo vasectomy. Now he surrendered along with his wife. These participants, along with hundreds of others, have reintegrated through sports, with the government providing rehabilitation support. The sports department announced prize money to encourage athletes. Each junior player received 2,400 rupees and each senior player 3,000 rupees. Additionally, junior category winners received direct admission to the government sports academy, where they will receive high-level training with modern facilities. The primary objective of the Bastar Olympics is to integrate youth and Maoist-affected areas into the mainstream and foster a positive and peaceful environment through sports. Let's start this conversation. Major General A.K. Sivaj, he's a defense expert who joins me on the telecast. General Sivaj, there has been quite the transformation that has happened. Back in 2018, when there was Naxal infestation in large quantities, large percentages, it has reduced to minimal numbers. And the goal that has been set by Union Home Minister Amit Shah to completely eliminate the presence of Naxals by 2026 March. It looks like that goal is certainly achievable in the next few months.
Mega, no doubt about it. It is going to be achieved, and in the beginning of 2026, the complete country will be free from the Naxal problem. Now, if you see it as to how it happened, just about 12 to 14 years back, there were more than 300 districts which are affected by the Naxal problem. And the problem was manifold, because we also failed as a government, that the governance was not there. There were no electricity, no roads, there were no school, no hospital. So they became a victim of Naxal problem, and that's how they could be recruited by the top Maoist and Naxal leaders. But the multi-pronged strategy which was followed by this government had changed everything. What was that? First of all, what they did is the operation were conducted in a more real-time intelligence. The sharing was there between state and central government. NIA played a major role, and all those operations which took place, the heavy casualty as far as the Naxals are concerned. It broke the morale of the Naxal. The second thing which was now realized is the Naxal cannot survive without the support of the local people. You see, it is like a fish cannot survive without water. The same way it was ensured that there is a gap between the people and the Naxal. How it was achieved? By doing a multi-pronged strategy in development. The roads were constructed in Naxal area, the bridges were made, the hospital came, the schools came, and also you'll find development taken place in a manner that they were opportunity for getting jobs, and this changed the whole thing. So the multi-pronged strategy which was adopted by government has now become a very fruitful. You find the Naxal which have surrendered. The rehabilitation strategy has also worked very well. I have worked for almost 25 years in Kashmir Valley and 3 years here. I can only say that your rehabilitation strategy is to be very good and which has worked out here extremely good.
Yes.
Now you find this Bastar Olympics which have taken place, it is the turning point. You know, people have got more hope now over fear and they have more faith in development than destruction. You find that in another about 5 years, the Bastar division, which has 7 districts, will be the one of the finest division of the country. Now, this is what has been now basically
and then
said by
specifically
the,
talking about, you know, the Olympic, the Bastar Olympic today has concluded. There has been inclusion of Maoists that have surrendered, and there has been a sustained effort by the state government as well as the Ministry of Home Affairs to ensure that they are rehabilitated, they are included in the communities, they are given jobs, they are given training, and there are new avenues for them to grow and prosper. What do you think is going to be the roadmap? Do you think, you know, there were figures that had been released that there were about 84% of the Naxal terrorism, Naxal infestation that was in the regions mainly in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, certain parts of Madhya Pradesh and Bihar as well, that has been contained. How do we take the next steps in ensuring that these Naxalites, the former Maoists who have reached out to the government, who have surrendered, who want a better life for themselves and their children, are given a wholesome environment to prosper?
Absolutely. See, Megha, the biggest threat is this. One is that to eliminate complete Naxalism, and once the militancy is being completely removed, the Naxal problem removed, the rehabilitation package has to be very strong. You cannot allow that those who have been rehabilitated to go back to again this Naxal problem. So therefore, this rehabilitation plan is to be very thoughtful. You have to now change their mindset psychologically. You have to work on that, give them employment, and also make sure they become a useful part of the society. Now, this is a multi-pronged strategy and the government knows it. The way things are going in a Naxal-prone area, it is creditable as to how government, both state government and central government, has worked in unison. And you find it a complete change. 10, 12 years back, we were saying that the biggest challenge in the country is the Naxal problem. And as on today, we are saying by beginning of 2026, you will find Naxal problem will be completely wiped out from the country. So it is a success story of Modi government, and no doubt why it has happened is that they have not only their operations have been successful, but the development which has taken place in this area is also creditable, and the rehabilitation package which is there is effective on the ground. That is very important thing. So you find this Bastar 2025 Olympics taking place, 4 lakhs youth participating. You know, remember that this is the hub center of archery and football. If we can pick up the best youth from this area, they can tomorrow participate the nation into Commonwealth and even Olympics. So I will only congratulate the state government and central government. They have done extremely good job to ensuring that the complete area, which was once upon a time affected by Naxal problem, is total Naxal free.
Thank you, General A.K. Sivaj, for joining me, sharing your views. With that, I come to the wrap of this episode of Deep Dive. Thanks for watching.